Yo, what's going on, guys? Gonna be playing some Fiddlesticks in the mid lane with Arcane Comet. Our E helps us to land that every time, and our Fear. Otherwise, if you don't have CC on a champion, you hit it with an ability to just walk out of it. With Fiddle, it's perfect. Then we have Mana Flow alongside Transcendence, Scorch, Cheap Shot, Ultimate Hunter, Double AP, and Magic Resist. The Cheap Shot, the Arcane Comet, and Scorch all work really well off of our E and Q. And then we have the double AP and magic resist. Fiddle mid's actually really strong. He has a couple of bad matchups. Basically, anything that has hard CC that can consistently knock you out of your drain is going to be an issue. But they don't have too much of that, especially pre-6. Like the Ashar, sure, Singeling, sure, but he's going to have to get to me. Your drain lasts for a measly 2 seconds, so if we Fear Singe, drop Fear EW, we can get off full drain cycle. If you get off full drain cycle, or if they walk out of it, it goes on a highly reduced cooldown. Got the D-Ring 2 pot start. We're going to be rushing down a big old juicy Leandries into Zhonya's. It's going to be a fun game. I love Fiddle mid. He's kind of challenging the last hit on. His autos have a short float time, but his auto animation's a bit jank. Every time the enemy step up to last hit, bop them with the E. It's better to hold on to it for a moment so you don't miss it than it is to just throw it out. I don't mind taking some damage here because I'm going to drain and heal off the minions here in a moment. Your drain does very reduced damage against minions and reduce healing against minions, but still, it is a push tool. And you can end up setting yourself ahead by pushing the wave, getting level 2. Like, we're about to hit 2, then we can look to trade into this guy. Oh, missed it. It's alright. He's playing really safe. Soul's level 1 isn't that good. We're going to walk into him here, get him with our W, and he doesn't actually cancel our drain with that, so we win that trade. We push the wave, we got some damage onto him. His pull doesn't cancel anything. Walk into him, get him with the drain and the minions. Ignite into auto. I'm going to flash that. Down he goes. We'll go ahead and push this out here. He thought he could kill us just because we were standing still, but we had the damage to kill him there. He didn't have Ignite, and we did as well. Your drain has a big amount of execute damage. If something is low on health, once your drain finishes, it does loads of damage. Champions can't kill you if they can't stop your drain. If 2 champions are focusing you and you're draining off of both of them, you're getting so much health back per damage dealt that it's really hard for them to kill you. Sure, if they have heal cut, they can kind of make it work or whatnot. I guess I'll just buy boots. I want to get a Dark Sill, but I don't want to wait on base for 20 gold and miss a bunch of minions. Could have left base a bit sooner. You don't typically run out of mana on Fiddlesticks since first item is Leandries. Loads of mana on the Mana Flow and Dorn's Ring as well. The drain isn't that mana heavy. It doesn't ever cost more than 60 even if you max it. So strain max into Q max second. Get him with the E into a QW. We're healing off of the minions and we're healing off of this guy. He's draining himself out of mana. We're going to get him with an E. Tried to stop him, couldn't quite get it. We're going to get her with a Q. Going for the double W, so I'm healing off of both of them. And these are the type of fights Fiddle absolutely loves. We're healing off of 2 people, damaging 2 people, and neither one of them have hard CC to cancel my drain. We start the drain to where he's inside of it to begin with. We heal off of him a bit, and then otherwise we're pushing the wave down with our drain. Got him. Once again, we're pushing the wave and damaging him at the same time. It's pretty much what you want every single time. Oh, missed it. Dang. That's rough. He had minion dematerializer. This wave isn't very gankable here. I need to get down my little friend. Yes, he's very determined on not resetting here. We'll see how that turns out for him. And very nice. Good and good and good. Got all of it. I can't believe Kane's still here, dude. We're not going to be able to kill him. I'm actually in a bad spot now chasing for that. At the very least, the wave's going to push back to me, so when I come back, I'll have a big wave pushing towards me since this is underneath turret. Kane waited 10 years for that. Holy crap. Alright, we'll go ahead and pick up Lost Chapter. Riot made Lost Chapter 200 gold cheaper, which has helped out Fiddlesticks a lot, since this is a huge source of mana. You'll never run out. You can spam your W and E as much as you want. Beautiful. Fiddle at 6, huge. So what we want to do, since we are halfway to level 6, we're level 5 with half purple here. If we hover, we're at 321 XP out of 680. We want to shove down the wave and then roam with our R is what we want to do here. I'm going to push him off cannon, get him with my E. I need to walk out of that. He's missing a lot of XP. I don't know if you guys are noticing. Now we're level 6. He could very well be warding this right now. I'll have to effigy it. I assume it's warded. We'll see. Alright, it's not. He might have warded that other spot though. This is when you can typically find a little pick on him. I think he knows though. I think he has a feeling. An inkling. This is putting pressure on the enemy bot lane. It's putting pressure on him. I'm still getting XP from over here. I'm just going to go for it. I have tier 1 boots. I think I can make it work. No boots, no boots. I'll smack right over the wall. QEW ignite. Oh yeah, they know. I'm over the wall though, boys. QEW ignite. And down they go. It should be a 2-for-1. Down goes the Kaisa. That's awesome. Really good interaction. It's unfortunate the Ezreal died, but what are we going to do about that, right? Dang, Lux is getting wrecked. Gone with our drain. We also pushed the wave. This is actually kind of a bad matchup for Sol. He doesn't have boots. I should have just kept running there to get him with the E. I don't think I'm going to be able to get to him even with the boots advantage here. That kind of sucks. Got him with the slow. It was a fear since I was technically out of vision. And Ezra's going to hop the wall. Flash E. That doesn't stop him. It looks like the Scorch killed him. I thought Silence stopped the Soul flying, because I know snares, stuns, and displacements do, and I figured that was a channel as well, so it's a little bit confusing. I don't know if that was a bug or if Silences literally can't stop his flight. Now we know at least. Bug or not. Our E does not stop it, apparently. Gonna use our E to push that. I want to drain the whole wave. Get it pushed down. Even though your drain does reduce damage against minions and reduced healing against minions. Like you see, it still pushes the wave good. It's a fairly cheap ability. Doesn't cost that much mana. QE. He's feared, so I land the E for free. And my R's coming up. He probably thinks I left lane. He's warding on the right side. So if I swing around on the left, he's not going to expect it. You have to pay attention to which side they're warding. So we could hover on our wraps, pop over. We could actually roam. I don't really want to roam on a Singe though. And here it is. R into QE. Get him with W. We didn't quite get the kill, but he is out of lane at least. So we have full control. If I had Ignite or, I mean, just like 60 more damage. That's okay. He's going to miss a lot of CS now. Phil's not the highest CS champion in the game. It's more about pressure than anything else. His drain has extremely favorable interaction with a lot of mid laners. Like, if you start your drain before they use some kind of crazy ability, you'll still suck him dry. Like Shaco R, you're still sucking him dry. Vlad Bloodpool sucking him dry. ZR sucking him dry. If someone goes invisible, it doesn't matter. You're still sucking them dry, and you can see them. It makes them visible to you and your allies. So go ahead and keep a control word on us at all times. Fiddle Drain is one of the best counters to slippery champions because it hits them kind of no matter what they're doing. As long as they're within range of it, they're getting pegged super hard. Pelted, if you will. Sucked dry, one might say. Singe went for the Swifties. And one cool thing is, even if you're not necessarily ahead, since you have some of the best CC in the game, you're still going to provide very high value to your teammates in a team fights. The enemy team has a big smurf on their team, you press fear on them, and then guess what? Then you press silence while they're feared, and then they can't play the game. That's the play pattern. QEW or R, QEW. Gonna drain this down. We apply our Leandri's AoE, so we can push the wave really, really fast. 2 drains, the whole wave dies. Beautiful. I think that's a GG's right there. Soul dying top side. We have to make our Volibear. I know AP Volibear is viable. I forget if Rift Maker is what he's supposed to rush for his item though. Could go bot. I'm getting guaranteed value being here though. Plus they may not have done that if they would have seen me rotate. There's no guarantee I would have gotten anything out of it. Versus I got guaranteed plates here. Teammates needed to stay alive 2v2. Kane's doing Dragon. I'll try to stay alive and float on that. Got him with the E. That applied Scorch and Arcane Comet. Plus the Leandri's. I'll leave that right there. Oh, Soul's right there. That's awkward. He's tossing stuff over the wall. Get her with a Q, E, W. Suck to dry. I don't think they have vision over here. This controller was putting in work. I laid it away from him so he couldn't auto very easily. He's going to go in for a cannon though. R, Q, get him out of that into E. Into an ignite, W. And that's how it goes, man. You can't escape. I knew he was going to go in for the cannon. He could have just simply given it up. He wanted to be a wise guy. A wise soul player going for that cannon. You can certainly rotate with your R, pick up a double. But if you know you can kill your laner, a lot of times you can just fake roam and pop out. Oh, no way, dude. I kind of have to back off here. I'll use this to try to block Lilia. Bowling ball. Alright, we're chilling. Another point in Q. I could go bot here. I already know that's not worded and this isn't worded, so. Oh, that dang. Ah, oh, that dang scuttle, brah. I was going to head all the way over. I think I got time to get back mid. They have lots of squishies, so I'll go ahead and play for Sorks. If they're not squishy heavy, then just go for Lucids instead. Lucids are inexpensive to get your Q and your E back up. Your drain basically doesn't have a cooldown. You can perma-drain. Cooldown's extremely short. The ability haste is more for your Q, E, and R. Looks like they have 3 top. Could probably do Dragon or at least start setting it up even without our jungler. Nice. They're going to be coming for me here in a moment. Ashe might even press R. So I'm trying to push this wave as fast as I can. Applies pressure. If they chase me, they lose 2 minion waves. If they don't chase me, well, I just built that pressure, got vision of them, and now I'm ready to roam off, etc. Oh, Ashe with the aggressive R. You're going to get a spanking for that, friend. R into Q, into E, into W, and you're dead. She had exhaust and she couldn't pinch. Got her with the W, get her with the EQ, and she's dead. Couldn't pinch. She's a full item. Tier 2 boots. I'm full item. Tier 2 boots. Partials. Got him with the E flash. Down he goes. Roasted and toasted. Take him out of the oven. He's burning up. He's 1 in 5. He's struggling right now. Fiddle mid has a very high carry potential. As long as you don't play him against someone who can hard CC you out of your drain pre-6. Against those matchups that can, like an Ahri Charm, you have to always make sure you have a minion in front of you if you are going to drain. Or against like a Syndra stun, it can be a lot trickier because it's got a lot of range and it goes through stuff. So it's good when you want to play Fiddle mid to ban a jungler. Ban Zac or something. Zac or Mundo. If you ban a mid laner, they might think it's Fiddle mid and try to counter pick you. But playing against Soul's perfect, dude. He can't cancel my drain pre-6 and I eat him alive. When we both stand still to dump damage on each other, he takes more damage than I take, plus I heal. Got our Zhonya's now. Darkseal's certainly viable on this build. Mesh certainly viable. It's an extra layer of stress that you don't necessarily need as long as you're getting dragons. Fiddle scales quite well. My R's doing nearly 2,000 damage right now. That's more health than I even have. And that's AoE. It's doing 1757. So loads of damage. And the R is repeat applying the Leandries as well. I believe, at least. Believe that's how that works. But regardless, I'm going to be blasting them with all my abilities, so it'll be the equivalent, even if it doesn't. QEW. I got the red buff. She canceled my drain, so it went on full cooldown there. Yeah, she knows she can't chase. I hit her with the silence W. She dies. She's low health, so my drain, when it finishes, is going to dunk her super hard. Gonna poop her out. QEW. And he's dead. I have Zanya still. Got her with a bit of my drain, but she flashed away with a Nimbus, apparently. You can fear anything as long as they don't have vision of you when you hit them with an ability. Please don't bowling ball me. I want to reset. It's a bad to stay there when we have as much gold as we do. I'll go ahead and pick up a Dark Seal here, and we'll play for... Well... I just have a weird amount of gold. If they have triple squishy or more, so for example, triple squishy basically just means they're champions that aren't necessarily going to be building HP or resistance against you. So the Ashe, Kai'Sa, Lily aren't going to have a lot of HP or magic resist. So in this situation, having double flat penetration from Sork Shoes plus Shadow Flame, super strong. If they're tankier, you'd want Void Staff for your penetration item and a Rabadon to amplify. Push in the wave. We want to force someone to show up. Fiddle's a counter puncher. The enemies throw their hit on you or your turret or your allies, and then you go in and kill everybody. Can't get to him. Ashe is slowing me. Should probably just popped her with R. Our channel is 2.5, so maybe she could R'd me out of it if she did it quickly. People don't always expect it. They if you were just looking at them, they don't always register your R as what's happening because they just don't expect it. She's clearly wording right here. QE, W. I gotta cancel that drain though. I saw Kai'Sa was gonna follow up. Ashe looked for the R. I was ready for it though. I'm ready. I'm ready to wipe somebody from the map. There's no one to go in on. We gotta wait. Play for the drags. Try not to give up our 1,000 shutdown gold. You get the singed. Next objective is dragon in 1 minute. It's gonna be one slow soul. I think our team outscales them though. I don't trust their scaling at all. Ooh, Kai'Sa, she's shredding. Volleybird gets it though. You heal a lot more off of monsters and champions. Against monster, the ability deals increased damage and heals for 45% done. And so I guess against champs you get 55%, but against monsters, since it's doing so much increased damage, you actually basically heal more from monsters than you do champs. And then against minions, it does half damage and it does a third healing. So champions heal you. Monsters heal you the most, champions heal you the second most, and then minions heal you the least, basically. Minions heal you way less than the other two. But it's something. It's something to where if you're in a wave and fighting an enemy champion, the extra healing from the minions is nice. We'll sit here and wait, drop the effigy. Go ahead and drop the R and the Q, E, W. My Q didn't go off there. I swear I pressed it. Having that extra damage. Your Q does double damage if they've been feared recently. It's like 10 seconds. And maybe it's like 5 or 6 seconds. So for example, look, it's going to crit. You see that little crit symbol? That was 392, an AP crit symbol. So did a lot of damage. My team, they're so nice. They gave me the blue buff. That's really cool of them. I honestly don't even need it. It would have probably been better on Lux or the Kayn. little surprised they gave that to me, probably just because I haven't died yet. It's a really important part of League of Legends for improving if you are looking to kind of behave in the way of someone who's constantly improving, is reducing the number of times you die, because giving up shutdown gold is brutal. And goodbye. Yep. There's really no escaping that. Now what I should have done there to maximize my damage would have actually been to hit her with an E, since she didn't know I was in bush. That would have feared her, done damage, and then hit her with QW. So that way I would have gotten the double damage off the fear, since she would have been feared recently. Still, it turned out pretty well. We have full control. R, less than a minute cooldown, guys. We're 2 items. R is under a minute cooldown thanks to primarily Ultimate Hunter. Super short. I fiddle R every minute of the game. That's so devastating. Singe is coming up right there. They don't really have vision of this spot. I'll just wait right here. We don't have very good vision. Singe is looking for his angle. I'm gonna go ahead and drop the R. Get the Q on it. Try to run this guy down. He's moving quick. Got down my drain. I'm healing a lot off of them. Holy moly. Now we'll heal off the minions. Holy crap, man. That healing was kind of ridiculous. Thank goodness I had flash to get out of the soul R. Absolutely. Too spicy. All in all, Fiddle mid, an extremely strong pick as long as your opponent doesn't have a way to consistently stun you out of your drain pre-6. If they don't have a way to do that, they don't have a way to really trade with you effectively. So, because of those reasons, Fiddle mid's a bit of a sleeper OP pick. It's one of the highest carry potentials in the game. One of the best anti-carries as well. 2-in-1 combo. Let's go ahead and take a look at damage dealt, damage taken, and runes. Looking at damage dealt enemy champions, we actually had the most in the game. A little surprised by that against enemy champions. And then for damage taken, middle of the pack, runes, high value. All in all, Fiddle, one of the best carries in the game right now, whether you're playing him jungle, support, or mid. He's hyper viable, and having that flex pick potential is pretty sick. So if you do dabble in amateur team play, or if you like to play with your friends or family, being able to throw Fiddle up first pick is kind of crazy, because you can run support, jungle, or mid, and for them to counter pick him in all 3 positions is highly unrealistic, and odds are they're going to run a bad comp if they try to do that. If you guys enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. My name is Fiddlesticks. Thank you for watching, and I'll catch you guys next time.